Good morning, everybody, and welcome in to Saturday Morning Makes. I hope you all had a wonderful week and that you're excited for the weekend and for some crafty time. So it's Saturday morning. It's about 6 a.m. here in the Pacific Northwest, which means it's at least probably 9 a.m. On the East Coast. I'm not sure. We just did daylight savings time. So anyway, I'm filming this morning, and I created a little bit last night and a little bit this morning, and I have a lot to share with you, so I'm going to just dive right in. But I did want to mention and say hello to, and welcome really, Sabrina of the Mismatch Crafter channel here on YouTube. She is new to doing Saturday Morning Makes, and she made her first Saturday Morning Makes video this past weekend. So Sabrina, welcome. And I did share her. I try to share all the new people. I share their first video. So if you go to my community post tab on my YouTube channel, you can see who's new. As I go through and watch, if I see someone who's new, I do share their channel so that you guys know that there's a new channel to subscribe to in case you're not subscribed to the person. So I wanted to mention that, and I also wanted to mention Raina and Marianne are doing a hashtag embellish with us Wednesdays, and I know that I think Carmel participated. There's a few people that I've seen participating, but I wanted to mention it so that all of my subscribers can know about it, because especially if you're creating in the middle of the week, it gives you something to upload and think about, is to make little embellishments, or any type of embellishments really, that could go on cards, focal points for cards or whatever. But it's another hashtag that you can upload to, just like Melissa and Gloria and Lisa are doing Two Crafters, One Design, and they're giving inspiration each week also. So I just wanted to mention those. It's so fun to have all these crafty prompts to follow. And I'm actually going to be sharing a Crafty Dares, which my friend Tina, who is Tell 'em Thank You, runs a inspiration challenge over on Instagram called Crafty Dares. So if you look at that hashtag Crafty Dares, you'll always see wonderful inspiration each week. I have not been doing very well with participating lately. It's hard when I used to have some time each week where I was off work and I could participate, and my schedule's changed again a little bit. So it's harder for me to find time. But anyway, I did find some time this week because I took a day off on Friday, and so I created a little bit Friday and a little bit Saturday morning. So I hope all of you find some time to create in your schedules, and I can't wait to see what you made this week. So I'm looking forward to spending some time this weekend just looking at art from all of you. So thanks for sharing art with me here on Saturday Morning Makes. Let's dive right in, okay? So the first thing I want to share is my sweet friend Amador. Hello, Amador, of Amador's Crafts and Kits. Created this adorable stamp set, and I'm sure you've seen my friend Dee of Elegant Embellishments. There's several people I know that received this set. Arangetta, I'm pretty sure Cynthia received it. Geez, I can't remember now who all received it. Tina Bean did. Anyway, you may have seen other projects using this adorable set. This is the cutest little I just love the little puppy, and Amador has a cute little dog like this, and Amador, I can't think of the dog's name now. Oh my goodness, you guys. But look at, he also made this sweet wood pin, and he does this with the Glowforge, which is an incredible machine. And he sent these to me, which was so sweet of you. Thank you, Amador. And I had to play with this, and I had hoped to play with it for Halloween, but I ended up making a Thanksgiving card with it because I don't mind using pumpkins with faces for both holidays. It doesn't bother me. So that's what I did, and I'm going to share my card with you today. And thank you, Amador, for sending this to me. It's just adorable. This little puppy could be used all year round. Just so sweet. So I'm sure I'll be using it some more. But that is from Amador, and I have a project to share with you. And then Erica, who is Scrap Diva Designs and Scrap Diva 29 here on YouTube, she sent me some Happy Mail, and this is her information. You can definitely upload and use her hashtag Scrap Diva Designs, you know, to share your projects right there. So Erica sent me some happy mail. So she sent me these little confetti dies that are mittens, snowflakes, which I know I'll get a lot of use out of this, and trees, I'll get a lot of use out of all of these, and then little Santa hats, which wouldn't these be cute on some of your cutest little, you know, stamps and stuff. So these are just adorable. So thank you for that one. I didn't use that one yet, but I will. She sent me this, which this was on back order when I tried to order it, so I was surprised to get this. Thank you, Erica. And so this is you're gonna see this in one of my projects. And those are the I don't think she has the names on it, but these are her charcuterie boards in the round, and she has these also in a more traditional rectangle style too. And then she sent this beautiful stamp set, which has place photo here for when you're making mini albums, journals, just different things where you're maybe going to gift it to somebody and you want them to know to put a photo in a certain spot. So it has all these different fonts, and then it also has things that you can use in your scrapbooking and journals, like date, time, location, and at, together with in a bigger font, and then date, time, location, at in a bigger font. So it's a wonderful stamp set to have, especially if you're doing scrapbook pages or, you know, just anything with pictures. And then the other thing she sent, and mine is in disarray, and I'm out of magnet backings again, so I'm waiting for those to come in. But this is her gingerbread set, her Memory Decks gingerbread card set. Now, a lot of people have shown this die set on their channel, and it was very sweet of Erica to send it to me. You can see that's the face and part of the frosting. I use this die a lot right here to make edges for what I'm going to show you, and I use the bow. I use these large buttons right here. I use this collar. Again, this is for frosting. I don't think I used the frosting. I used a white gel pen instead. And then this is the gingerbread die, okay? And you can see the length of it. I think it's approximately 4 inches if I remember. But other people have measured it already for you. And then you can then also attach your gingerbread onto the base here, which is for a Memory Decks card. And then there's a little dress which you can add, and I love this piece because it has these tiny gingerbreads, and I use those on my project. So let me show you. I'm going to dive in and start showing you what I made. Let me just slip these back in here. I don't want to lose any of the pieces. And Erica, thank you for sending me this. You know I love my gingers. So let's dive into the projects, and I'll try and go through and show you what I used also. So the first thing I created is this beautiful charcuterie board gingerbread tag, and this uses that beautiful gingerbread die set. I didn't make a Memory Decks card, I just used the ginger, and I used some beautiful Maja designs. Marie Jansen is the designer for a Swedish paper company, Maja Designs. Back in 2011, I think I shared my very first paper pad that I purchased from Maja. And I love their papers because they're very prim, or say homespun, let's put it that way. I just love their style of papers, and every year at Christmas they come out with a Christmas collection that I always purchase, and I always pull their papers out at Christmas time to create with. And I dug through my bins and got all their paper pads, all the different paper packs I have for Maja out, and I was playing with them this week. I did attach a ton of different laces and stuff to this, including fabric and bobble trim and stuff, to make this beautiful hanger for it. And someone was asking how I do that, and all I'm doing is threading different pieces of fabric and twine through the opening at the top of the tag, and then I tie it with twine or with the bobblehead. Sometimes I will tie it with the bobble trim first so I can add the bobble trim, because you can't always get the bobble trim through the hole. So the trick is you put the stuff that'll go through the hole on, then tie your bobble trim together to hold the trims, right? And then I add a second tie with the Dollar Tree twine. Okay, and then I usually will use, in this case, I actually used a rusted safety pin from Factory Direct Craft, and I put a couple little jingle bells on here, a rusty jingle bell and a red jingle bell. So that way it jingles, okay? So, because someone was asking how I do that, that's how I do it. Put the things that will go through the opening through, then tie it with the bobble trim, make a knot in the bobble trim, and that'll hold the bobble trim on, and then I tie another knot and add the bow for my for the twine. So I hope that helps. If you need me to do it on camera, let me know. I actually filmed it on camera, and the video got messed up and I couldn't use it, so I would have to film it all over again. But anyway, this is that beautiful charcuterie board. This is a plastic and glittered snowflake, and this was actually on my package from Bona when Bona shared these. She sent me Happy Mail, and one of the things that she sent was this beautiful box of ginger flares. And a lot of people have been asking how to order her flares. Bona is Live Love Scrap on YouTube. She's also over on Instagram as Bona Rivera Tran. And I have linked her in previous videos, but I will link it today. But you can go to her Instagram feed, and once you're there, just hit messaging, okay, and you can send her a message and tell her what you want to order or converse back and forth with her. So that's how you can order those if you're interested, okay? And anyway, so let's go back to this little tag. This beautiful snowflake was from Bona. So thank you, Bona. That was part of the package that she sent me. And then I die cut the little gingerbread, and I don't know if you can see it, but in the little pocket are the two little gingers from the Memory Dex card base. And I just drew little faces on them and tucked them in a pocket. And I used my Peachy Keen PK3000 face set to add this sweet face. And I did use some white gel pen and some pink pencil, watercolor pencil, to make the cheeks. I added this sweet bow, which I cut 4 times and layered up. And then I put a little cabochon in the center. Those I got on eBay many years ago. I have a jar of them. And you can just look up cabochons with, I think I did it something like cabochon with bling center, or flower embellishment with bling center, or something like that. That's how they came up. I used one of her little buttons. I don't know if you can see the button right there, but I took a very thin piece of paper and threaded it through the button and then glued the button down. And let's see, I used the little edging. I wanted her to be wearing bloomers, and it's cold, it's winter, so I wanted her to have sleeves on her outfit. So I die cut a 3rd copy of the gingerbread out of this cream paper, and this is a Maja Designs paper. I'll show you the papers I was using. It's this paper pack. This particular one is from 2020. It's the traditional Christmas paper pack. It's one of my favorites because I love traditional red and green and cream, and you know. So this was 2 years ago, and I have each year's Christmas. This is my one. I splurge every year and I get this, their Christmas paper. They come out with sometimes 2 collections each year. And I usually will buy the traditional collection, and sometimes both, it depends. But anyway, you get these at Frantic Stamper. You get either 36 sheets. Some of them have 42 sheets, but right now 36 sheets, 3 each of the 12 double-sided pattern papers. They are double-sided. They're absolutely gorgeous texture, beautiful papers. And I just love them, and I get mine at Frantic Stamper. Maja Designs is Marie Jansen's company, so that's where you get Maja from. And I always say Maja, but I think it's Maja. Someone could tell me for sure, but it's Marie Jansen is her name. So anyway, I love her papers. She started her company, I think, back in 2007, if I'm remembering correctly, and she she wanted to design papers, and she had access to printing and knew the business, it sounded like. And anyway, she does this in Sweden, and I love her papers, and I'm so glad that Fran at Frantic Stamper, that she imports them for us. So they are a little bit more expensive than a regular paper pad because they're being imported from Sweden, but it's totally worth it. They are absolutely gorgeous, gorgeous papers. I don't throw anything away of these papers. I keep the scraps because you never know when you're going to be able to use a little piece of leftover something. So I always keep them in the back. And you can see how little some of the pieces are that I use sometimes, and that's why I keep them. So I did cut that dress piece, and I made little edges because I wanted it to look like she had bloomers with little bows on down at the bottom. And then I added edges to her collar and sleeve. I used the rounded neckline edge, and then just use that edge everywhere. And then this is the Baking Spirits Bright, is the beautiful little spatula from My Creative Time. And I did kind of stamp this offset a little bit because of the frosting. And then on the card, I actually cut the frosting down just slightly so that I could center the sentiment on there. So don't be afraid to cut this piece down a little bit just so that you can center the bigger sentiments, because I wanted it to kind of be in the middle. And I'll show you what I mean. I'll show you. See, on this one, I cut the frosting down slightly, and then did dashing through the dough in the middle. So so that's how this one turned out. I think it's absolutely adorable. I love these Maja design papers. You've seen me use them before. If you go back on my Instagram, if you remember, I did some cards last year using these papers, and they were stockings using a Stamps by Judith stockings. So those are on my Instagram feed. If you tab down, you'll see them. I tried to find the video, but I couldn't find it last night. I was looking for the video to see if I could share it today or add it to the drop-down menu of this video. But if I find it, I'll do that. So anyway, so that's my first project. And let's keep going. So then I also decided to make a gingerbread card. And essentially it's the same thing. I just used a different paper pad for this one. Let's see, which one did I use? I think it was, I have to look. I think I did use this one again. I used this paper here and this paper here. So that was how I did this one. And it's kind of a reddish burgundy polka dot, and then this nice plaid. And again, she's wearing bloomers, and I added a white embellishment this time to her little cheeks. I haven't colored her cheeks pink yet because I couldn't find my pink pencil. I had it out, and it's probably underneath something, but when I find it, I'll pink up her cheeks a little bit. So that's the only thing that's not done on this card. I did emboss with a snowflake embossing folder in the background. This particular embossing folder is from Tailored Expressions, and it's one that I use all the time. You can see the beautiful My Creative Time scalloped oval in the background. And then I don't know if you can see it, but this is her other scallop set that has these beautiful stitching patterns in it. And I can show you that too. For those of you that maybe don't have the sets yet. So these are the sets that I used. I used her Pretty Scallop Oval dies, and it's MCT D422. And then I used the Pretty Oval Layering dies, which is MCT D421. Okay, so those are the ones that I used. MCT D421 and 422. Okay, and you can see the pretty stitching on these, and then of course the gorgeous ovals on those. So those are from My Creative Time, and that's how I did the beautiful oval in the background here. And her beautiful set, the wonderful set from her latest release, is those sweet little spatulas, and this is the Jingle All the Way Stamp and Die Set, MCT D393, and I absolutely am fanatically in love with this set, and I've been using it so much. But that's how I made the cute little spatula here that says dashing through the dough. And then I did add some Dollar Tree lace, and this is the back of a different paper, and these papers are actually from, the background papers that you see there are from, let's see, trying to remember here. No, these are also from Traditional Christmas. So these again are from the 2020 paper pattern. It's this paper here, and let's see, and this, okay. So so those are the papers that I used. And I have not put a liner on the inside of this one or done the back yet, because I just ran out of time to finish everything. So let me also show you the beautiful card I made using Amador's stamp set. And this just turns out so cute. I colored up the little puppy with the jack-o'-lantern. And I used a cute little die from My Creative Time to create this Happy Thanksgiving. So that's a stamp and die set, 2 different products from My Creative Time. The first thing is that stamp set, and let me get the little die set if I can find it. Yeah, okay. So I used, for the Happy Thanksgiving, which is right here, this is the Teeny Tag Holidays, which is MCT 130-1. And I love this set. You know, I love tiny sentiments. They help you out with your cards so much. But this one just has so many different things on it. I love this for my turkey. And I think I've shown this to you guys before, to my little pumpkins. It's just got some really neat fall sentiments as well as Christmas ones too, birthday. It's pretty much an all-year set, Happy Easter, Valentine's Day, etc. So a great set to have. And then the other thing that I pulled out from My Creative Time were these 2 dies, the small treat label dies, and then the teeny, what is this one called again? Cute micro tags. And this is a die set from My Creative Time MCT D231. And it's this little die set right here. And that's what I use to add my sentiment onto the card here. So it makes a nice little 2-layer, you know, I popped it up with foam, and then I added a little piece of lace on the edge. And I just think this card turned out so cute. Amador, beautiful stamp set, just wonderful. I absolutely adore it. I did take some white gel pen and highlight the fur as if the light is, you know, coming towards them with the pumpkin. This was a paper that I've had for years. I think this was a Tuesday morning purchase, and I have a bunch of it. And I'm pretty sure that's where it came from. And I cut up a piece to use this time for November, because I knew I would be making some Thanksgiving style cards. So, and then this is a little strip of leftover Maja design paper, and then this is my normal 2-tone gingham, which I purchased on Etsy. And then inside I just added a liner, and these stitching dies are from My Creative Time. And then I just hand cut a little piece of book paper to make a little banner in there. And on the back I stamped the pup again. I had to stamp it, and I just wrote Jill Norwood 22 to show that that's when I made the card. So Amador, thank you so much for this. I had so much fun playing with your beautiful stamp set. And same to Erica. Erica, I just had a blast creating with everything that you sent, and I so appreciate you, you know, allowing me to do some design projects for you. So thank you for sending that to me. And then the last thing I want to share, and I want to just wish Emma at My Creative Time and the design team for My Creative Time and all of you a happy Thanksgiving. I probably will be back on long before Thanksgiving with more videos, but I was making Thanksgiving cards, and I thought this was a good time to just wish you all a happy Thanksgiving. And as I just made 9,000 subscribers, a big thank you to everybody that supports my channel, that supports Saturday Morning Makes, that supports art, and that creates, because creating things brings us joy. And we all have hard things in our life. You know, life is about living, and living is not an easy thing. There's always hard things. So we can't let the hard things be the thief of joy. And we need to always count our blessings and look for joy in our lives. It's there. You just have to look. Whether it's a beautiful sunrise or the snow falling in the trees, or, you know, a waterfall gurgling by, or, you know, I don't know, whatever it is that makes you just feel that joy. For me, creating is definitely one of the ways. Nature is another, and your friendships is another. You all bring me joy. So I want to thank you guys for helping me get to 9,000 subscribers. When I started this little YouTube channel, I had no idea where I was headed. I didn't know what I was doing, and the fact that it's grown so much just astounds me. So I thank you, and I want to wish you all a happy Thanksgiving. So this card right here is using Emma's adorable cute turkey die. I don't know if you guys are aware of this die set. I checked this morning before I came on, and it is available. And I brought it down just so I could show you the die set. It's called the Cute Turkey Die MCT D387. And this is a die set that Emma sent to me last year out of the blue, and I had hoped to use it last year for Thanksgiving. She sent me this beautiful card and her take on using the product, but for a card for me, she wrote, "Dearest Jill," this was, actually it was in 2021, yeah, last year. "I hope you are on the mend, my friend. Consider this a get well soon gift. Enjoy, Emma." And I don't remember if I was sick or what was going on, but she sent me this card and the die set, and it was so sweet of her. I love how she used these gold leaves on this card, and she says, "Thankful for you," and then she has her beautiful die set. And she added some leaves down at the bottom, which inspired me for what I'm going to show you. So I just love this die set. If you need to make place setting cards where you need a name and you want to set this in the center of the plate, you can add a memory dex base to it and fold the sides back and they'll stand up. You know, you can just brace it with cardstock and make them stand up if you want. There's a lot of different things you could do with this die set besides just make Thanksgiving cards. But I thought I would share her card also just because I think it's so beautiful. I had it up on my windowsill last night when I was doing the dishes. It's fun to have good things to look at when you're doing chores. But this is the die set, and it comes together so easily. I did add a Peachy Keen Face to it, you can see. And Emma use the products in the die set, and I think some black enamel dots or something to do her eyes. But I actually used a Peachy Keen Face to do my little turkey face, and I think it turned out so cute. I will show you. I don't have a turkey face in my PK 3000 set. So what I ended up using, I just thought I would show you a couple options. There's this Wintertime Buddies face assortment, which is PK 1580. And it has a bunch of different faces in it that you could use for the turkey. But I think I actually used I ended up using something else. Did I bring it down? Yeah, I did. So I ended up using the Happy Lashes face assortment and this little face, okay, right there. So that's the one that I used, and I did color it a little and doctor it up with some gel pen. So that's how I got the cute little face. I used book print because this is my Crafty Dares entry for today, and you had to use yellow on your card. And this actually, you can't really tell, but this is a yellow paper. It's a light yellow paper with brown overtones. And it actually had brown script on it, which part of it was to use book print or newspaper. And so I used that, and then I ended up using book print on top of it. So you can't really see it, but it is yellow, a golden color anyway. So this is my entry for Crafty Dares, and I still haven't taken a picture of it. It's supposed to go up on Friday, but I didn't finish it until 11:30 last night. So, but the other thing that I used to make these cute little leaf fronds that you see at the base of the pumpkin, I used this MCT foliage dies, MCT D427 for my creative time. So I use this one, and then I use this one. And this one is at the top of the card up here, right there, just adding some detail. And then this one is holding the base of the pumpkin to sort of ground it. And I did edge things with tea dye ink. And it just turned out so cute, I think. I love how I added the little strip of the pumpkin pie and cranberry paper along the side here. And then I use that little die again to do the Happy Thanksgiving. So this just turned out so cute. You can see I added a frond on the inside and another strip of the paper. And then the lace I carried over to the back of the card. So just a very sweet Happy Thanksgiving card. And I had a lot of fun playing with all of the wonderful products from My Creative Time. I even used her stitching rectangle dies in the background. And then the beautiful oval dies. So this just turned out so cute. And Emma has been doing projects all week with this. And I think some of her teammates may have been too, but Emma definitely has some videos up on her channel using this die set in different ways. She even put the chef hat on the turkey, I think, this week. Really great ideas. So go over to Emma's YouTube channel, which is titled My Creative Time, and you'll find a bunch more inspiration using this adorable turkey die. I love doing projects for Thanksgiving. I think giving thanks is probably the most important thing we all do, is being grateful for the people and the situations in our lives that bring us joy. And all of you are part of that for me. So thank you very much for sharing Saturday Morning Makes with me, and creating so much fun. You know, I just love sharing it with all of you and seeing everything that you guys create. You all inspire me so very much every time I see your projects from all over the world, from France. There's so many people from around the world now. We have people from Ireland, from Scotland, where else? France, Italy. Not everybody joins in every week, but I love it when people from far away say that they're visiting the channel, or that they have participated in Saturday Morning Makes. It's so fun that the internet can make the world a smaller place and allow us to interact with one another. So for those of you that might be interested in the papers, really quick, I'm just going to show you the different ones. And I had them in order, but I think let's see, 2018, 22, 21, 20. I don't have them all down here, but these are some of them. So this is from 2018, and this is the one that you've seen me use before with this beautiful little stocking paper, which I just love. And the plaid, I use those on my Stamps by Judith stocking cards. Is it a year or 2 years ago? I don't remember. This is the one from 2020, and it's called Traditional Christmas. And I love traditional colors, so this is a paper pad that I just adore. This is the Happy Christmas one. This is from 2021. This one also has traditional colors, but it also has some browns in here, which is really helpful when you're making gingerbread, okay? And then this is this year's, and I know that my sweet friend Jen at Strawberry Cream 39 did a flip through of this one. I think I just watched it last night. Or maybe I watched it last week. I don't know. But she did a flip through on one of her Friday, I think it was a few weeks ago, actually, showing this paper pad for the new one when Fran put it into the store. And I know that Jen picked it up and shared it. So I won't do a flip through of these unless you guys, put in the comments if you want me to flip through them all. I'd be happy to do that. But it's absolutely gorgeous paper. And you can definitely see on these projects how sweetly kind of homespun and prim it makes them look. So I just love that, as you know. So that is everything that I made. And this video is getting to be very, very long, but I had one last thing to share to wish you guys a happy Thanksgiving. I did a little drawing, and this is my little pumpkin girl. I need to elongate this bow a little bit. It's not quite right. But I just drew this, and she has a sweet little pumpkin face. She's wearing her scarf. And she has a sweet little dress on with a little apron, and the apron has little pockets and some little patches on it. And she's wearing her bloomers, of course, which I just love that. I don't know. I think it's fun. And then I just spelled out Happy Thanksgiving. So there's my little drawing for you guys. I am still working behind the scenes on drawing. I actually drew first thing when I woke up from about 5 to 6 a.m. this morning. I drew things. So I am working on that behind the scenes and trying to improve my drawing. So I want to thank you guys for tuning in today. And again, thank you for getting me to 9,000 subscribers. I was very surprised this morning when I looked and saw that. So I will let you guys go. Have a wonderful weekend, and I can't wait to see what everybody's making. Bye now.